The forest used to be thick, man. This is insane. It's still smoldering even now. Look at that hole, see? There's a bridge.
A Russian soldier shows the aftermath of a successful strike on 2 Grad MLRS using a HIMARS system. In one Grad launcher, the ammunition detonated, leaving nothing but a twisted piece of metal. In the other, the ammunition remained intact, but the vehicle was still destroyed. One can only imagine the sheer force of the explosion.
My town is destroyed. The missile hit yesterday, for fuck's sake. I'll show you what's left of it, man. Everything got burned. There are no trees, nothing at all. The whole goddamn place is ruined. Just a complete mess. Damn, man, just look what's left, for fuck's sake. The forest used to be thick, man. This is insane. It's still smoldering even now. Wow, man, look at the trees that got knocked down. Can't believe it, dude. It's a mess. This is what's left of my town. Seriously, trunks fell all over the place here. Everything's blown away. Then this is how we work. Fucking hell. Damn, nothing's left after the impact. Damn. Look at that hole, see? There's a bridge, damn it. Buried, damn. And that's what's left of the BNC. Just a piece, damn it. Shit. The bridges are scattered. There's a piece of scrap metal over there. It's still smoking. It did hit too, but the package didn't detonate at all. Everything's torn up. There's nothing left in the forest strip. Unbelievable. A pretty big crater.
The Ukrainian defense forces have driven out the remnants of the Russians from Kupiansk, who had made a breakthrough into the city. A video of their elimination and capture was published on the official Telegram page of Korn Group. The elimination of enemy infantry was carried out in close cooperation between external pilots of reconnaissance drones, assault infantry groups, and tanks. The hiding places of the Russians were discovered thanks to the reconnaissance drones of the Korn Group unit, which guided other units to them. The first phase of the battle ended with the surrender of the Russians, and those who refused to surrender were eliminated by fire from 125mm tank guns. The Russian troops were fortified and subsequently repelled. It should be noted that recently, Russian troops have been concentrating significant forces on the Kharkiv direction, where units of the Ukrainian Defense Forces have been inflicting significant losses on enemy armored vehicles. In October 2024, the Achilles Attack Drone Battalion, in cooperation with the Buravy National Guard Brigade and the paratroopers of the Nadnipryantska Brigade, destroyed 17 units of occupiers' armored vehicles. In the Kurakhove direction, the 46th Air Mobile Brigade took out a Russian tank and an MTLB armored carrier. The battle for Kurakhove has seen intense fighting as Ukrainian forces defend against persistent Russian assaults aimed at gaining control of this strategically vital location in the Donetsk region, highlighting the ongoing struggle for territorial advantage. The 214th Separate Special OP-4 Battalion uses FPV drones to destroy MTLB, T-80BV, BTR-82AT of the Russian armed forces in the Kurakhove direction. The Russian forces in the Kurakhove area have suffered immense losses as they attempted to break through Ukraine's defenses. From November 7th to 13th, they made several unsuccessful counterattacks, facing severe setbacks. Despite trying to push south of the city, Russian forces were repelled in multiple clashes, resulting in heavy casualties, including 1,770 soldiers lost in a single day. The Russian offensive, which has relied heavily on artillery and tanks, has come at a staggering cost, both in personnel and equipment. As winter approaches, these massive losses make it increasingly difficult for Russia to sustain its momentum in this region. According to the New York Times, Donald Trump might appoint Boris Epshteyn from his legal team a special envoy to broker peace between Russia and Ukraine. According to sources cited by the media, Trump listened with apparent interest and did not dismiss the proposal, even though he did not commit to it. Russia expects to liberate Kursk region by January 20th, Trump's inauguration. If I had read this headline in the Russian media several years ago, I would have been very surprised. This morning, Russian Gazprom stopped gas supplies to Austria. Austria's close cooperation in gas imports, which had existed since 1968, first with the USSR and then with Russia, came to an abrupt halt within 3 days. How and why did it happen? On November 14th, Austrian company OMV won an arbitration against Gazprom for $242 million, excluding interest and court costs. The lawsuit was filed because of irregular gas supplies and their complete cessation in September 2022, when the Kremlin hoped to freeze Europe. Vienna realized that Gazprom would not pay and decided to immediately claim this amount through the existing contract. In other words, instead of transferring regular monthly payments for gas supplied to Gazprom, OMV planned to withhold them until the amount awarded by the court was reached. On October 15th, OMV received a letter from Gazprom Export, a subsidiary of Gazprom, stating that natural gas supplies under the existing contract would be stopped completely. On November 16th, Gazprom cut off gas supplies to Austria, its oldest and largest EU customer among those remaining. However, Vienna turned out to be ready, diversifying gas supplies with the help of non-Russian sources. Moreover, it actually pushed Moscow towards such a scenario. Chancellor Karl Nehammer noted that what had happened was what we have been preparing for since the beginning of the war in Ukraine, and assured that gas storage facilities were full and no one will freeze this winter, no home will be cold. We will not be blackmailed by anyone, not even by the Russian president. We will not be brought to our knees by Putin's government, by Putin himself, he declared. Minister for Climate Action, Environment, Energy, Mobility, Innovation, and Technology, Leonor Gewessler, made a similar statement. The actions of Gazprom today prove once again that Russia is not a partner. But tomorrow also marks the end of a risk. If we no longer receive supplies from Russia, we can no longer be blackmailed, she wrote. And most importantly, by stopping gas supplies to Austria, Gazprom has thus violated the terms of the contract, valid until 2040, and by doing so, it gave Austria a formal pretext for an early and legally clean exit from the contract, thereby getting rid of their gas dependence on Russia and thus depriving the Kremlin of part of the gas revenues used for the war. Putin has outplayed everyone once again.
We will not be blackmailed by anyone, not even by the Russian president. We will not let the Russian government or Putin himself blackmail us, not be forced to our knees, but have precisely for this reason prepared ourselves to be resilient. Resilient in the sense of our democracy, and also resilient in terms of our commitment to freedom, democracy, and the rule of law.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.